India's fighter jets are about to see farther and see it without asking anyone else for permission. The Aeronautical Development Agency has floated fresh tenders for Tejas Mk2 and the AMCA stealth fighter, covering AESA radar maintenance equipment and flight control software. This comes right after HAL signed a massive 2,205 crore rupee deal for the Indigenous Uttam radar itself. Two separate announcements, one clear direction. Is India finally building a complete indigenous combat ecosystem? And can homegrown technology outperform imports? And what does Make in India really mean for a fighter jet's ability to track a target? Let's start with a number that's got everyone's attention. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited has placed a 2,205 crore rupee order with Astra Microwave Products. The contract covers 122 airborne active antenna units and 121 interface frames. These parts are the heart of the Uttam AESA radar, the component that actually sends and steers the radar beam. This is a 5-year contract and it's meant to equip the last batch of 97 Tejas Mk1A jets India has ordered for the Air Force. Right now, the first lot of Tejas Mk1A jets flies with the ELM 2052 radar. That radar comes from Israel's ELTA systems, built in India only under a technology transfer arrangement. It's a proven system, but it's not fully India's own. The Uttam radar changes that story. It's developed by DRDO's own radar lab, the LRDE. And unlike an imported system, India controls every line of its source code. No end-user restrictions, no dependency on a foreign supplier for future upgrades. While that contract locks in radars for today's Tejas fleet, the Aeronautical Development Agency is already planning for what comes next. New tenders have been floated for Tejas Mk2 and the AMCA stealth fighter. These cover AESA radar maintenance equipment, the ground support systems needed to service and calibrate the radar after it's flying. And they cover flight control software, the code that keeps the fighter jet stable in the air. This is not just about building the radar, it's about building everything around it too. Here's what's striking. Both Tejas Mk2 and AMCA are being built around the same radar lineage. Tejas Mk2 will fly with an upgraded Uttam Mk2 AESA radar alongside an infrared search and track system and a new electronic warfare suite. AMCA, India's 5th generation stealth fighter, is expected to use a related gallium nitride based AESA radar architecture from the same DRDO lab. That means the investment India makes in radar technology today does not stop at one aircraft. It carries forward into the next generation of fighters too. This radar push is not happening alone. ADA has also been working on a flight data management system to process the huge stream of data fighter jets generate during test flights. It's building fiber optic sensing systems to monitor aircraft structures in real time. And it recently issued a tender for the AMCA's own flight control computer, the system that governs how a stealth fighter without traditional stability responds mid-air. Put together, these are not scattered projects. They form the digital backbone of two fighter programs at once. For the Indian Air Force, the payoff is direct. A radar that is not tied to a foreign supplier's terms. Maintenance equipment that does not require flying spare parts in from overseas. And software that India can update on its own schedule, not someone else's. For a country that still relies on imported jet engines and several critical components, radar independence is one of the biggest indigenous wins on the table. So to wrap it up, the real headline is not the 2,205 crore rupee order. It is the ecosystem behind it. The latest production contracts and ADA tenders show India moving steadily in that direction. Challenges remain. The Tejas Mk2 and AMCA programs still face demanding development timelines, certification milestones, and engine-related dependencies. But the direction is unmistakable. India is no longer trying to assemble imported technology. It is trying to own the technology. And in modern warfare, the nation that owns the software, the radar, and the electronics ultimately owns the aircraft itself. As India inches toward its own fifth-generation fighter, is the country finally shedding the sensor dependency that's shaped its air force for decades? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep watching Times Access.
They had a nuclear weapon.
The old rules are breaking. Alliances are shifting.
Apologize again to the victims of the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
Wars are redrawing maps. Oil routes can shake economies overnight. One election in America can impact markets in Mumbai.
No tax on tips.
One move by China can alter the balance in Asia. One conflict in West Asia can hit every Indian household. This is no longer a distant story. This is our story. Your story. Because for the first time in decades, India is not watching from the sidelines. India is rising. India is negotiating. India is balancing rivals. India is building military strength. India is shaping trade routes. India is becoming central to the new global order. And yet, most global news is still told through someone else's lens. Washington's lens. Beijing's lens. London's lens. But where is India's lens? Where is the platform that explains the world from our perspective? Welcome to India's Axis, a new destination for geopolitics, strategy, and power seen through India's eyes, from Neighborhood Watch to the biggest global stories that matter to you. Why tensions in the Taiwan Strait matter to India, how one move by China can affect India's security, what turmoil in Pakistan means for regional stability, how Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bhutan shape India's neighborhood, why oil choke points can hit your wallet, how wars abroad can reshape India's security. This is not noise. This is not shouting. This is not recycled headlines. This is sharp, intelligent storytelling, daily explainers, war room analysis, strategic conversations, because news is everywhere. But perspective is rare, and in the age of confusion, clarity is power. AESA is for the audience that wants more than headlines. The axis of global power is shifting. India is at the center of that shift. It's time the world was explained accordingly, to understand the world through India's strategic lens. Subscribe now.